Xbox on Snap. Right. Xbox, Snap, Twitch. Okay. Xbox on Snap. We'll have to monitor us through headphones. That's real warm whenever you get this shit cooking. All right. I really hope the levels are working, Sean. I don't know how audio works.
Laughter.
Give me one more check. 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
The mic a little closer to you.
We're just trying not to get it in front of my.
That's way better. There we go.
Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right.
What about if I'm looking at you?
That's it?
Because I'll involuntarily look at you.
Yeah, I just kind of always try to keep it in mind. And I'm getting hot at points, too. I feel like we'll learn a lot here. These aren't the best mics for it because they're, you know. All right. Here we are on episode 2 of Plodding Along. In each season of Plodding Along, we'll play one game, and we'll have. How do we start this? How we did it?
One game.
Yeah, each season on Plodding Along, we play a video game and we write about it. We concentrate on the plot. This season's game is Destiny, and our writer and player is Sean Campbell.
Hey, happy to be doing it. Hope it's not terrible.
So we're sitting here on the character creation screen of Destiny.
And it'll only be terrible just.
Oh. And Sean is going to set us up. So Sean, as you make this character, you realize like every choice you make here has to be written.
With Hunter on this one. I haven't really played the Hunter. I played Warlock, so.
So story-wise, how do you think the Hunter is different than the Titan and the Warlock?
That's it. I actually don't know how to answer that.
So I think of a Hunter, it's like a lone wolf kind of guy.
Right.
A Titan's kind of a jock.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You mean general, not in relation to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Hunter would be, you know, below, he does, he sneak. I assume backstabbing and stuff. So sort of typical Hunter stuff. And there's a lot of,
like Native American kind of Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever hunt?
You mean in real life?
Yeah.
I've hunted before. We went pheasant hunting when I was 10. I didn't take to it, but I did kill a pheasant.
No.
I'm not proud of it.
I cannot imagine.
I'm not proud of it.
I cannot imagine.
It was another time.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard about you.
Yeah. You know, it's sort of at odds with my persona. But yeah, my dad was really into that stuff, so we fished and hunted.
You're a murderer.
Mm-hmm. I have killed living creatures.
I don't think I've ever.
I'm happy about it. They were delicious.
That could have. Oh, you ate it. That's nice.
Yeah.
That could have been the Hitler of pheasants. You don't know.
Well,
It could have been the Jesus of pheasants too.
You ask what the Holocaust would have been?
Yes.
Okay. Probably.
I felt like I was already crossing the line.
I knew in advance that it's just something we're
Right. Okay, so Sean is going to pick his hunter. He's decided to go with the lone wolf.
Because they have something called a blade dancer, which sounds real.
Right, so the next thing you're going to pick that's going to affect the plot of your story is race and gender.
Yeah. I do really enjoy playing as women in games. I don't know that I'm equipped to write about being a woman.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, so no offense there, but I'm really not sure that I want that
Okay, that makes sense. That
I'm
makes
going male.
sense.
I'm going male, guys. I'm going male.
Are you going male human?
But we have the awoken. We have awoken. Oh, I see. We have human, awoken, and exo.
Right, and human are human. Awoken are weird, half human, alien, we don't know what they are things. Exos are robots.
Oh, that's right.
I assume with hearts of gold.
That could be really fun to see what you could do with a robot, as any emotion chip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Definitely won't be human. Go with awoken on this one.
Okay. Now, let me recap real quick. This is Plotting Along. In each episode, we take the video game Destiny, and Sean plays through it, and afterwards, he has to take the plot of Destiny and make his own. We have a new writer and a new game, and this season is Destiny. The writer is Sean. All right, Sean, so now you're on to the face.
All right.
You don't get a lot of choices in this game.
That's fine. I actually don't.
You don't spend a lot of time on this thing.
I do, but the fewer choices, I think I've already found mine. Be this
Want to go into depth on your skin color choices?
marking.
Face.
Oh, it's on face. I see. You know what? I'm going to stick with this sort of subtly Smurf look. Little Smurf.
Got pretty blue eyes.
Sort of a Kratos red scar across his eye there.
Oh yeah.
Right, we don't need.
Oh, well, that matches the skin tone.
Yeah, I like that. What do we got here?
We got hair and markings to go. Keeping that haircut?
I'm not sure about that at all. That's terrible.
Oh, well, you're a hunter.
I don't think so. Not practical,
I don't like tattoos on my.
Thank God it's not your character.
I know.
Let's see here. Let's go with.
Why did they put so few
that looks
choices?
like a salon visage. You look through those books for a haircut.
Yeah.
And there's never anything you would ever choose. I have a helmet on half the time, anyways.
Right. Well, he looks like an actor.
Going with it, he said he looks like an actor from Hollywood. All right, so that's good enough for me. I accept this.
All right, so we got our first cutscene.
And our first viewer.
No, I think it's family.
Every last viewer is getting counted.
Every last one. Okay, so here we go. We got a spaceship coming down, about to land on Mars.
Hello.
Oh, this game really is.
It's a beautiful, beautiful. Perfect game.
Oh,
It is at the very least very well designed as far as. Actually, we've got 3 viewers.
that's 3 times as many as we had a second ago.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Martians roaming across Mars with guns, which is the only appropriate way to visit Mars. But the crap paper map.
It looks like a Pit Boy, except it's somebody just played a joke on them. He laminated it.
So you see this, like, they're walking slow and things supposed to have happened multiple times, or is it just they're hiking for a long time?
Oh, I'm not sure. I suppose it was sort of a montage thing. Little montage. Time has passed. Distance traveled.
Slowly.
Yeah.
And so they come over this crest and they see it. And it begins to rain, which I didn't notice the first time. Yeah, like so they see that orb and it starts to rain on Mars. Oh, that orb's.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars.
It is that my brain told me that it was going on.
Had an enemy. A darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space.
The darkness.
As approaching, a human explained that it was
the darkness hunting the traveler, or what's it called, the traveler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Darkness is hunting the traveler, and the traveler's there protecting everything. Very vague.
The darkness, that's pretty vague.
Yeah, it's sort of like the unobtainium in Avatar, which is a real scientific term, I get it.
Is it a real term?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, you got a horn for your sparrow just for playing, just for showing up, Sean. Well,
all been worth it already.
Yeah, you can take that home with you.
All right, guys, thanks for watching Destiny. I got my happy horn.
And we quit.
Over and out.
Now we are on Old Russia Earth Cosmodrome.
I really like this locale. It's neat.
See what looks like a pretty background. It turns horrible pretty quick as we see the ruins of an old highway and just hundreds of rusted.
Exactly the future we deserved.
Mostly Kia Rios.
I think there's a Ford Taurus right there.
Yeah. Oh, and a little robot, our ghost, is scanning all these rusted out Kia Rios.
Former Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
He's gone in the whole game now, right? They replaced his dialogue throughout the game.
Oh.
You know what? People hated it. I thought it was okay.
So our ghost is being hunted by vandals of some sort.
Just RN scanned.
Yep.
Little skeleton action.
They almost took a shot on him. He got out of the way just in time. So I was watching. I thought we were about to get up and get a bolt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he implicated that. He was like, step awoken or whatever he says to you.
Yeah, and he just lucked out and found your ass last second.
There you are.
I'm totally convinced that the new voice acting of the ghost is any better.
No, I don't think it's better. I guess he's more.
It's got kind of a high-pitched sound to it, and almost a fake scene.
I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost, and you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand.
In a long time.
You hear the guys growl.
Territory. We
Just
are
tells us
safe
beyond.
here. I have to get you to the city.
So I guess seconds ago you were a skeleton.
Is that right?
Don't worry.
Yeah, and you just woke up.
But not a skeleton.
Well, everything else in the cards are skeletons.
The body lying there.
Oh
No, I honestly don't know.
That's fair.
I've
Maybe
never understood.
Well, you wake up with no memory.
Inside the wall.
This guy's just yelling
Did
orders.
he generate your body around some bones?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we get vaporized in the game.
So,
Call and ask. I like how you played that. They're right behind you.
yeah, I'm out of here.
You went the wrong way though.
Oh no.
That's
I thought you had to go across.
You did.
Guys,
Yeah.
that's it.
you a weapon before the Fallen find us.
The light mechanics are not.
Quiet. They're right above us.
Oh, I felt like it was flying.
Well, drop it down some more. Are you an inverted man or not? Ah,
For sure.
okay, so we warned us thinking
It's
about
funny, it defaulted to that. Oh, that's because
Oh, did you see it? Out in the wall? A guy just ran through the wall right in front of me.
oh,
Right
nice,
there.
right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So like a guy.
Hang tight. Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't.
We both played this game.
More light. I'll
Oh,
see
I
what I can do.
I've never. Well, yeah, it's been a long, long
One
time.
of these hardened military systems. Isn't a few centuries of entropy working against me.
Knowing what we know.
Right. A lot of times I was, running.
Oh, now this is great.
I like off from a distance. It would be
This is a
gonna be
great
true.
reveal
Here, I found a rifle. Grab it.
on your rifle.
I hope you know how to use that thing.
So hey, look through your scope. Check it out. It's broken.
Watch for motion.
Oh, that's nice. I like that little
Yeah.
touch there, that broken glass. Like leaning off of it.
That's the only gun you get in the game with a broken. So you found your first dread. You feel it all bad. So here's what the thing is: your ass just woke up. You don't know what's going on. You are murdering.
I haven't used the.
Feel bad about that? Yeah, the knife's great.
That's a good question. I mean, I'm.
Because you gotta write
I
this
think honestly, I don't feel bad. I'm confused and people are attacking me.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
I'm not really sure I feel bad.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so it is confusion.
I wake up and something says, "Hey, grab this gun. I'm saving your life today." I
Yeah.
accept that.
Okay, that's fair. I had thought it was a little crazy, but no, that's exactly.
There's more ahead. Keep it up.
And and also he's encouraging you. He's like, "Keep it up."
Yeah, he does seem like your buddy.
He's
Look at that.
He's like, "Keep on killing stuff. Total innocence. You're invading their
Let's see
lives.
what's inside.
The history of America, really." I got a Calcutta LR2 sniper.
All right, Sean just got a sniper. I thought I gave you a
Don't
need a shotgun
touch
then.
them.
Well, maybe that isn't a sniper.
Ooh. Okay, so right now, you took damage, and your life came back. You feel like that's something that would surprise
I would be. I assume, unless since they're amnesiacs, that this would have been a massive shock.
for you.
I felt like I was dying just moments ago. My heart was pounding. Suddenly, I mean, there's a lot of adrenaline rush. I don't feel like I'm.
Wounds healed.
Yeah, that's strange. Boxes, little glowing boxes around that I pick up as ammo. I'm terrified as I round the corner.
Right.
I wonder what.
Right. You don't know where you're going right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna kind of have. The guys you're fighting, some of them have 4 arms, some of them.
That's interesting. I have 2 arms. I can see that,
Right.
and that's not normal.
I wonder if you would instinctively know, like, I'm human, these aren't.
Well, or I'm a humanoid.
Oh, yeah, you're an awoken.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing there, anyways?
I don't even know if are they. It's like I'm.
Right, that's fair.
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further. Let's hope there's something left out there.
knows I'm headed for somewhere, so
He's got a plan.
he
of some
does
sort,
he does want me to get to a certain
This
place.
was an old cosmodrome.
Word for it.
There's got to
Off
be
in the
something
distance, I see
up here.
They got a pretty elaborate space program.
Yeah,
Here,
it looks like shuttles. Keep looking to your left. So up to your right, a flare just shut off.
Oh yeah,
Incoming.
And after the flare shoots off,
something's happening.
things
Got
was
a portal.
start materializing. Oh, and one of the towers falls in the distance. From that ship
The
coming in.
schism, or like
Yeah.
time and space. Oh, it actually did it collapse into it?
I think they got knocked opposite ways whenever it came in.
We got a bunch of really good
Fallen ships. This close
massive
to
ships and incoming. It's very Halo, and I remember being in awe of that when I first played Halo.
I mean, this thing's set up with a lot more sense. I mean, this was all original.
All so overwhelming new about context. Gotta take it.
Right. I actually think the setup of this game.
And definitely a lot going on.
And plot-wise, I think we're holding together.
I find that I'm very proficient with a knife. Maybe not in the game, but character I think feels pretty comfortable.
Right.
And,
So this is as you're viewing this, we played through Destiny several times, but we're playing it through this time, concentrating on the plot. To concentrate on the plot and see how well it sticks together. This game got a lot of flack for story.
right. The story was embedded into the world, but not told to you. Really,
Right.
or it came from a very elaborate. Lots of reports that there as a story. Memoir cards
Or to the wayside for another one. But as we play through this, we're re-examining the plot to see if it's really as bad as we all kind of remember. Because going back so far, we're solid.
and maybe not so much bad as just
Yeah. And after each broadcast, Sean's going to sit down and write his own version of the story from his characters. Level 2.
Picking up signs of an old jump ship.
Blow that up. Nice.
Maybe our ticket out of here.
I've got a grenade, blessed grenade. Alright, so.
Right. We moved indoors, making decent time to nowhere. As our ghost has told us, we're looking for a way out. We need a ship. He thought he found us a ship. All hell broke loose.
A lot of very clumsy beginnings, you know.
There's a ship.
We're on the verge of death almost constantly, partially due to lack of skill and maybe due to storyline. A little bewilderment.
Mild death. Got weapons. So.
A lot of, lack of skill, plus the
Robots are fighting you now.
I killed a couple of shanks earlier. Are all of these guys robots? I mean,
And that guy
not a
just
whole-
teleported.
not a whole lot of indication that they're.
Right. And that one has a shield too. That's your first real.
Mhm.
Space. Damn space. Done and done, Sean.
Oh, it was pretty scary, a little boss character.
Get us out of here.
Ghost is gonna fix up your plane for you.
So, yeah, they were all kind of hiding on the ship that he was leading me to.
It's been here a while.
I guess they saw the ship too. Maybe we were all converging on it. The ship's been there a century.
Completely picked it clean.
So does that imply that a lot of these characters we're killing have just arrived there as well? Everyone's converging on them? I'm in.
It says that's been there a century and has been picked clean, so they must have been there a while. Just able to get it started.
Active.
Pirates.
They found some magazines that they liked, and
They pulled down the visors and like some dollar bills dropped.
yeah, and they were like, "Oh, it's going to be a wild weekend."
Now,
Buy some of this.
above that transmitter.
And now, oh, you got guys moving in on you.
Okay. Oh, kind of a glimpse of.
Bringing you in.
I can't remember.
We'll see it again.
So,
So as we're about to be attacked again, our
oh,
ghost
in that same
teleports us.
location.
When you're ready. Let's get you home.
Teleport us into the ship, and as we leave, somebody's been watching us the whole time. A stranger.
You're not alone in this world, and there's the social element. Storyline-wise, it means something.
And as Sean, before he goes into his next thing, we're going to take a quick break. And we'll begin recording.
Lead all media.
We had some extra padding at the beginning because I don't know. All right, Sean, we're recording, and you can continue on, man. Okay, so let's take a minute here. So let's review. You're dead. Oh, you wake up. Okay, well, we'll review when we get the tower. Gotta shoot.
Yeah. So do you think that he regenerated your body, or that he found your body and he was like, "Oh, look, this guy's sort of alive, or I can maybe bring him back"?
Well, I was a human, so I
Because he
assume.
could have just brought back any skeleton he saw. Why was he scanning skeleton?
Let's come back to it.
He was looking for.
So, flying through the clouds to the mountains. Just the ghost just driving. Yeah, this is really prettier than
I played. Started on Xbox One. Started on Xbox 360.
How do you feel it is?
Oh, it's absolutely cool.
Big
I mean,
difference.
and to be fair, the 360 was astoundingly good.
Mhm.
I mean, they did an incredible job scaling the game down.
So here we get our first view of the Traveler and of the tower. If you remember, we woke up, so we weren't the people on Mars. We were dropped off in this tower.
Welcome to the last safe city on Earth. The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands.
It says that it took them centuries to build that city.
Is where the Guardians live.
Things have been bad for a horrible amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So is he's going to the surface and regenerating people to bring them back, but he's looking for something in particular that
Yeah, he
allows them
looked
to
like-
awake them.
I mean, when he woke
Wake
you
him.
up, he was surprised he found you, it looked like. And then, since I played through, as a human, I assumed I had been in this rotted out car for centuries, because he tells you it's been hundreds of years. But you're an Awoken, which changes the stories, because as we'll find out later, those did not exist. hundreds of years ago. Your character doesn't know that yet. But that's that was something that
The
happened.
Awoken didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
The darkness came, people fled, and they became the Awoken. But I guess your character doesn't know any of that yet either.
I see.
But as a human, I figured I was a skeleton.
Wait, some people who fled became Awoken?
Yeah, whenever they went out into space, wherever they went,
Oh, I
the
see.
darkness
I see.
it
They're
mutated them.
Oh, I see.
But not necessarily dark. Or mutated or
Mutated,
changed or yeah.
Evolved?
I don't think corrupted would be an appropriate.
Racially insensitive. I don't think I need to go to the Cryptarch for any. I'm looking around and I'm like, this is. I mean, I was just in this burned out husk of a world. Oh, there's this.
Tons of people that look way tougher than you.
Oh, cool.
So when I got here, because I overthink video game plots, which is part of the reason we started this,
Right.
I was like, man, this guy's got no apartment, no job. Like, I was genuinely worried for him.
I was interested in the. I mean, I'm interested in the concept.
Another day, another battle, right?
Idea that maybe I can clean
What can I do for you, Hunter?
social games like this. I'm not paying a lot of attention because I am just
Still got the dust on you.
friends or chatting or joking or just running around following some.
Speaking of plot, your ghost has told you to talk
What
to.
you got?
And so here we go. No, this is. What's this?
You stay alert out there.
Oh, you'll notice that's Captain Mal right there.
Oh yeah.
He's
A
offered you some
little
stuff.
Nathan Fillion action. Got a helmet. Pretty excited. After 1 point. All I can get from him for now. Not high enough level to get any of this gear.
Get back out there.
Put my 2. This isn't. I'm very proud of him.
Okay, so go to your quest line and let's double check what we got going here. So your quest at the moment,
A weapon requisition.
Hunter arises from the ashes of the collapsed. And it's the mission called Hunter Rises. Requisition new weapon, and then your other option is Legend of the Hunter. This is step 1 of it, the tale of a hunter on a path out of the darkness. I guess we'll go get that new weapon and. Okay, so this was part of the game that bothered me. Like, you're dropped in here.
I just got here, and as the character, no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. But in the game, I know exactly what to do because there's these big flashing icons that say "come."
I mean, as a character, is it like, they told you to go a weapon, you'll never survive? Like, how do you play
Well,
that
I
in your
think
story?
I think what part of it in the story has to kind of bend. I think that these icons and things like that are just meant for them telling you something.
Okay, that's fair. That makes total sense.
I think it's a gaming shorthand.
Okay, so if we had shown up and this wasn't a thing, someone would have said, "Look, you got to have better weapons to make it out here."
And maybe that would have been something that they didn't have to use. Could have put an AI character in here,
Right.
who led you through this.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
broadcasting thing. Look, hand cannon.
I prefer Hankins. I'm a last word man.
Guardian.
Do the
And now you have another quest you have to do.
That was.
They didn't have this whenever I started.
Right. Yeah, the quest screen has complete.
Equip that weapon and you'll finish.
In fact, I think it was just part of it.
Okay.
What is this part here? It says,
We're new into the wild. That's all right. Watch your back, shoot straight, conserve ammo, and hold your head high. You're a hunter. That Kate sings. Equip that weapon.
this to me. How to play
What's
it.
your little symbol you have there, the dog?
A boon from the Lords of Iron increases.
Oh,
standby.
Iron Banner.
Iron Banner is going.
No, I don't think so. So check your quest again. I think you're just supposed to go back and not play Destiny.
This one is so I have to go to the shipwright over on the left part of the map, and then
Let me read that Hunter Rises one real quick. Before we go anywhere, we'll need an update to our ship. That thing has been out of action for years. Hopefully, Shipwright Holiday will have some good news for it. So your ghost.
So a lot of it is built in, but again, it's in menus.
Right.
Just like a lot of the story.
But here's the thing.
You're a hunter. It says income. Oh, reach level 4.
So as we
it's
look
just
at that,
arbitrary.
that character, like he spoke on Firefly.
It's true. It's true.
They took it straight out. It's not. Asshole's not.
Has sort of a similar sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah, they play off of his.
Some of the writing feels like. I love that character.
Hell of a night.
The pretty ship lady. Escape. Good quest.
She said hi, and then
Take care, Guardian.
Good quest. We make it out of the Cosmodrome with a ship, and it turns out not to have a warp drive. Typical. Zavala will know what to do, I hope. So now we have to go talk to Zavala. I did not do a good job.
So as a character, I'm super excited because someone saved my life, and then they just started giving me stuff. But then I started thinking, there's got to be a catch, and the catch is you never stop killing people for them.
You are now part of the undead army, like it or not.
I do like. Right down these steps.
Well, now that you know you can't die, I feel like you're just taking left and right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, is this a 12-foot drop? No big deal.
Oh, stairs to slide down?
Almost didn't see you there.
Right, so Zavala is usually Titan Vanguard, but he's also in charge of this.
That reminds me of when I played Bioshock for the first time, and you start using the Vita chambers to come back.
Yeah.
One of my strategies for some of the harder parts. Pray about it. Just go kill as much as you can, die, come back, kill as much as you can, because the game stayed the same.
Yeah.
Whether you died or not.
Okay, so he says to you, Holiday is
Return to the Cosmodrome and hunt for parts.
So we're looking for the parts to give our ship warp drive. But again, why?
You gotta get places to get.
This is where you got a new upgrade. Nice. I felt like I'll have to look up. I think.
Let's do it.
Remember how the game really worked then, because so much of the DLC has.
So our ghost
Huge
on
systems have changed.
right. Our ghost on our HUD is telling us to go to work. But yeah, you got to figure everything on the screen is the ghost putting stuff up on your helmet to direct you.
It's true. It's a game for gamers because
Yeah,
I don't mean
language.
that pretentiously, but is talking directly to who's a game.
And your mother sits down to play this game. She doesn't know the language.
she wouldn't know that this flashing green icon means it's a place to go.
Language, I think our generations.
I only speak in icons.
Right.
This entire podcast is just going to be a lot of emoticons. Going to the divide.
To the divide, back on the Cosmodrome. Yeah, I guess things are going alright. You got a ship.
Immediately go back. So it's almost like indentured servitude. What is happening?
And this still feels like day one to me.
But, all this has happened, and in real life, it's happened in under.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city without one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And the Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Okay, so our coach just told us we need a warp drive. And the Cosmodrome is the only place he knows of, and that I'm assuming our ship has.
Really is the impetus behind all of this, that everyone works together to get resources to fight back against the Fallen.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's everyone fights together.
How many parts we can salvage?
What about salvaging and getting stronger?
Right.
That works. That wants you to be addicted to it
Right.
by routine, but
Story-wise, it gets...
investigate it.
That one yet. Underdown ship, and it's being guarded. Oh, you got one on you. And we're going up to a ship, and our ghost is going to scan it.
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic, but I can cull their last...
Our ship is in a coma.
That's not our ship.
Ship.
In the black box.
Events.
This would be weird as a character.
Information hub here, down in the tunnels below.
Suddenly strange
Check it out.
random events happen and everyone flocks to it to help each other.
Right. So your ghost just told you that black box, and there's tunnels under here.
Or, there's
Right, and Sean finds a giant map on the wall.
What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon.
Get it, I need a warp drive.
Hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Okay, so the exact place we got our ship is where the warp drive was. Oh, the shadows in this game.
Very well done. I can do a little bit too when an enemy is nearby, or when you are running and suddenly your shadow does that old kind of
Across the wall.
film noir moment. Really loving this jump and then jump again in the air.
Right.
What is that? All logic.
Look to your left, go back.
Scanning for the warp drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands.
They took your warp drive, Sean. That news. Yeah, just go back to the tower. Oh, never mind. I lost.
Really did. Am I still lost?
No, you made it. You made it.
Back behind.
No, you're lost. You went right back where you came from.
That's funny.
Your ghost then pulls you aside and teaches you how to use a map and.
I swear, I've done this 1,000 times.
I hope you're ready for this.
Okay, so this is cool. The respawn restricted area. You're no longer immortal. Wipe this death away. This is actually a rough fight right here.
Well,
You got grenades now. So.
I don't think so. I think it.
Khan took care of all the enemies. Look at them. Got one left.
Terrible.
Check out that hole. Oh, and out of the hole, Carl's the guy you saw earlier. That's by far the biggest guy you've seen.
Well, I got a glimpse of him before when I.
Yeah. I guess you knew you were coming back.
He wasn't a total shock, but I was kind of dreading getting here.
Die on this mission. Arm.
Rick's.
Hi, Rick.
People call him Sis for short.
Oh, not Rick? That's
no,
weird.
No. Hi, Sis.
I would have assumed Rick, but I was wrong.
That's my Sissy. I don't know why anyone says it like that.
Like backwater lost days.
Maybe.
I think your ghost puts that shit
Oh, by the way, he's Satan.
up. Oh, nice. I'm walking home. Beat him yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you beat him. Okay.
No, more enemies came. And also, I almost died. And I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, how are you gonna treat your death?
I won't die.
Well, eventually. Special ammo.
I'm out. That's my
Well, you got him with the sniper.
Oh,
You
of
got
course
5
he had
shots.
it.
Speak to the Vault and the Hall of Guardians.
And we got a warp
I'm
drive.
grabbing stuff. I'm like, yeah. Sunlight gleaming off of his skull. Oh, it's like a sun. Get over here. There's some stuff.
You guys seem pumped.
I think
You must be feeling bulletproof right
bulletproof. I'm not gonna try and sing it.
now. How long are you gonna keep that going?
I'm not sure, but my eyes are burning.
Dude,
Yeah. We're really paying close attention to this
Okay.
game.
more than it deserves, perhaps, by the viewer count. My wife, who's now walked off. Okay, so back to the tower.
Thus begins the Destiny routine.
Repeat 3,000 times.
Let's get back. Tower. We gotta get back to the tower. We gotta get back to the tower. What are they gonna have at the tower?
Oh, and upgrades here are just like 1,000 at a time.
Look at that. That's a huge.
At the beginning.
Gotta keep it clean.
Don't get rid of it.
What's that?
No.
I'm just kidding. Auto rifle? You kept it, didn't you?
I did.
I don't know if I did.
Did you name it? Name it, sis.
That's my gun, Steve.
Hi.
No, I don't know.
Is that
I
your character's voice?
think it is. Apologies in advance. It's not meant to be offensive.
It is.
It is.
I
What if he's Southern?
Okay. Well, he's definitely Southern.
Yeah,
Southern
yeah.
Awoken, yeah.
He's a handsome lad, though, I have to say.
I bet he played football. No, it wasn't. He was. This is like
It was very bookish, I can tell you that.
the 28th century.
Centuries better than some other century.
Yeah, because things would roll well. And roll
There was a
back.
century, and then this one was a lot after that.
Yep. Our announcements.
That's pretty funny. With this immortality thing, anyways.
What do you have?
Well,
there?
and not
How that
everyone
factors
is.
into the story.
Like only Guardians are.
Right, but why? Is that an attribute of the traveler who has? It's like Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
they have like 144,000 or whatever it is.
I don't know anything about that.
Guys, Google Jehovah's Witness.
But they explained that like it's weird. Only some people can be black.
Episode 103 is going to be exclusively about Jehovah's Witness.
I don't know.
Back out into the dark, Hunter?
It's like a tower announcement. Please look up Jehovah Witnesses. Try to get home.
What was it high?
Guardian.
All right, here we go. Going back.
Prepare the
Who is, by the way, Commander Shepard's superior
Yes.
in Mass Effect.
Yes.
So nothing left left
And
to fall.
wasn't he in
Countless movies.
the TV show? And it was Fringe.
No,
No, he wasn't there.
Oh wait, was that the same guy?
Yeah, I thought that was.
I thought this was like that David Keith guy.
Oh, is this David Keith?
I
Even
think it's
better.
David Keith
Oh,
from Mass Effect.
I mean,
The guy you're thinking of is awesome as well and has an amazing voice.
odds are it's David Keith.
It is.
It was a readout of this.
This
Before you hit continue.
Okay. Only just begun your Guardian career, and already you've slain an Archon. Impressive. Let's see if you can maintain your tenacity. I'm sending you back into action. Fallen forces are strengthening their positions at the Jovian and terrestrial complexes in the Cosmodrome. Scout the areas, then report back to me.
Maybe they're Jovian witnesses.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
well done.
Pretty sure they mispronounced Jehovian. Jehovan. Jehovah's.
So again, we're just being sent back out.
Okay, well, get back out there.
I guess we just.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
resources you're using up in space.
I guess I don't know how you're gonna write this.
What have you found?
Well,
I think you should address this. This is what bothers me about this plot. I have zero motivation.
hey, if they don't tell me what happened, I tell you what happened.
Yeah.
See what I'm
agreed.
saying?
Agreed. But they give you motivation here in a bit. But I don't know why they held it back.
Orbit. How does the orbit work anyway? You just stand there and you're teleported?
To your ship.
Station?
Yeah.
You see,
Well, now-
because you see ships come in and
So
dock.
if you land and you run back to where the ship's docked, you'll see your ship dock.
Right, but you're not teleporting. You're walking to your ship, right?
Right, it teleports you in and your ship auto lands.
I see.
Yeah.
Your ship doesn't remain in orbit just because you can teleport.
No.
I would think that would be a better use of resources. Leave your ship in space if you can just teleport everywhere.
An economic study of.
Well, it changes everything when someone enacts the law of conservation.
Not creating or destroying. No, it's just,
all the way back down to.
Oh, right. Maybe it's close range teleport.
Gasoline is real cheap in the future. Just hope for the future.
It's always about a 10-foot.
You're saying that the ship comes all the way down and teleports you 10 feet.
The old Skywatch. Could be one of their leaders.
That upsets me.
Something valuable. The speaker's asking Guardians to look into it.
I mean, that's that scene in Spaceballs where he asks to be. They say we can beam you there, and he's on backwards. And he finally goes.
The Skywatch is just
They beam him back, and then he just walks into the other room.
and it's surrounded by fallen.
That's the same thing. They're teleporting you when you could just step out of your ship onto the landing.
Maybe, yeah. Try to land a ship? I don't know.
Maybe they're afraid of missing that.
It's not the wrong way.
Arrow. Old array domes. I find with
My plan, Sean, is to take.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
You're alive, coming to you.
That's my trip.
You know, this place must have thousands of humans boarding the colony ships, off to build cities beyond.
Okay, so we learned all these, like, the ships
Being
and
able to jump up this stuff. Sorry.
were colony ships. So these are what's left of the colony ships.
Up the hill, the building with the radar, that's the Skywatch.
Oh.
Are you like
Reacting
formulating the
to-
story right now in your head?
Little by little. Well, one track, you know.
Or you're
I think the first part has to be about the experience. So it makes some kind of logical sense. The gaps that you might have noticed. Focusing on the angle of character just sort of trying to make sense of it. You're trying to make sense of it all because the story is broken into this in the real world, and in the game story, he's trying to.
right. Okay.
So the player confusion accidentally mirrors.
Okay. Do you think it was accidental?
I think it was accidental. Maybe not accidental, but they had no other choice
Okay, that's fair.
based on how they had to get the game out, or they broke up the DLC. Who knows? What kinds of backdoor dealings?
Oh, there. I expect my guy to redo his grenades is the fastest thing.
Usually I do as well, but
Another knife is
that's
nice.
partially because I'm reckless.
This was one of Skywatch's old array.
I hate when you double jump and bash your head into the
lunar
ceiling.
colonies.
Oh, it hurts so badly. I don't know for how long that will last.
Oh, I've never seen up
The
there.
end. Fallen sealed this gate. I can get it open.
You go up there?
No.
Really? Oh, I have to do. Oh, I just.
I bet there's a dead
Let's
ghost.
see what you're saying. A lot of nothing. Ghost, so we can. Bad.
Fallen really
Yeah.
didn't want anybody getting
Hey, he's just working really hard to type in 4 numbers.
And then right while he's doing it, blow it away.
And the door open. Okay, so look at this. This is the first time you've seen it.
But this is very Halo at this point.
How creepy.
Barnacle thing.
And barnacles growing everywhere.
And they're moving, gibbering almost.
Yeah, and they make a kind
What is this? Lots of motion ahead.
At least he's
I
asking.
have a bad feeling about this.
I think it would make you worried that he doesn't know what's going on. Knowing everything.
Absolutely. This is new. This is. This coming at you?
Oh, Sean. Go close. Oh, you're tearing it up. Oh, that's Sean. I think I would.
No, I think you're just being over. You hate the-
Oh, they're terrifying.
They really are when they.
No, they did not. You got lost.
I swear, I have no sense of. Pulse. With the level up screen, you can't see the health bar anymore.
I don't think you can be damaged anymore. Oh. Or a brand new enemies.
There's a wizard here. You have to kill him.
Wizard. They're usually pretty mean.
Careful. Oh, the shield.
But in time, I was like,
You got him. Whew.
The hive haven't been on Earth in centuries.
well, it felt sloppy.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Closer than we think. We should probably get moving.
What was he saying was a lot closer than we think?
So the fact that he all these people. What is that? What was that, Rick? Is that? Hey, Paula?
I believe so. Aren't the zombie-like characters fallen as well?
Stand for a year.
Corrupted fallen? Of, off screen.
Which commercial? Yeah.
His version.
This is super cool done.
I like it.
Okay, so no, those new enemies we just saw, and we knew this was the hive. We just found out.
Hive. That's what I'm. That's
And the
what
ghost was not expecting the next week.
Oh, I thought all this time I was traveling. All the time I
has
was,
arrived.
I was messing around in the inventory thinking I was traveling.
That's a big plot point right there.
Let's say that again.
So the ghost saw the hive. He was surprised when he saw him. He tells us after we kill that wizard, we've got to retreat.
Another.
But he knew of this threat, but he hasn't seen it in a while.
So really, the threats kind of keep piling.
Yeah, let's watch this cutscene and we'll see what they do.
There was a time when we were much more powerful,
By the great Bill Nighy.
but that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian.
That always cracked me
Its
up.
dying breath, the traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light
Right.
as a weapon.
Or at least being aware of the fact of the story.
Guardians to protect us and do what the traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago,
It's always made me laugh too. I could tell you. I
how
won't.
the traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us.
A little too sure of
From the
it.
beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians of
My main concern right now,
and beyond.
awful his haircut is from different angles.
Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I want that.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Got rid of the eye. Okay, so so when I hear that, that's a call to arms. Like, had they put that the second we came off the Cosmodrome,
Mm-hmm.
I would have understood a lot of our motivation.
Yeah, that cutscene does feel out of place. Like it should have been earlier.
But now that I've heard it, I get why we're in this fight. He's first. It'll be interesting. Now that the speaker gives that, and we'll stop the game here. This is where we'll end for the night. And we'll go over a little bit of what we learned. But once I heard that, I was like, okay, I get it. I understand why I have to do this now. I seem to see something. That was a kind of a flaw out of the gate, but going back, the very beginning of the game, running through the Cosmodrome the first time. That was okay. We had a couple of rough missions.
Almost go do some fetch quests before they even hit you over, before you meet a path that makes sense.
Right. Did you feel that speech? That was a solid video game. I mean, we made fun of it sound like, oh, I could tell you all this. But it did seem like.
Oh no, it's very well done. I just sometimes a little bit more.
And it's baked full. So also seems well rehearsed. Like I wonder if every
Like,
found gets this.
and well, honestly, I get the impression that the first 2,000 or 3,000 Guardians got the whole speech. But now he's like, I could tell you of the darkness and the traveler, but God, it's so tiresome.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
The rest are dead.
I'm going to be honest, none of us are making it out of this alive. I've come to that realization very hard.
50 more years, and he's just gonna hand you like a card.
Yes.
Just here, read it.
There's a wiki page. No, he says, read about it at Bungie.net.
What's the ball? Just go to Bungie down there, all right?
It's on a Grimoire card, you moron.
Oops,
But it is easy to make fun of. And also, we're approaching this. I mean, I'm not exactly a veteran. I don't even know if to the very, very end. I haven't beaten all the raids, all that stuff. But it is easy to be a little bit snarky about the game that held a lot of like a sense of awe at first.
Yeah.
The first time you play it, and don't know what parts of the storyline you're never going to get. You just expect to get it later. So the first time you play it, you're not disappointed. You think it's going to happen. More or less does sometimes.
They pulled a lot of it out recently.
Yeah.
Really well. Right. That'll be interesting to see. So, do you have a character name yet?
Right, I don't. I will though.
Okay.
I'll maybe have that.
Give us a little tease. What have you got in your head? And if it changes, that's fine. But what is your first thought? And you've got 1 week to write it.
What I'm going to try and do is make the battles have some kind of narrative. Build the battles into a narrative. Try and suss out greater meaning for these possibly tasks that could seem meaningless to him at first.
Okay.
So that's going to be probably my angle for the first section, because there's not a lot of story just yet. Just into a very important.
Right.
And I think that's.
What is your tone?
I do want it to be playful.
Okay.
I don't want him to be terrified.
Right.
I mean, there's going to be terror, but I think the way he overcomes it is by looking on the bright side or looking at the.
Right. And now that we've kind of been dumped, guys kind of clued us into this bigger challenge. Some of our friends will start joining to play along because it is a social game. And now I feel like that speech from the us.
Even if he has sort of a negative.
Right. How long can they hold out if they can't completely win?
Yeah, I can't tell you about my overall angle just yet, but I definitely want to try and see what the character's thinking about in this extremely random.
So if you want to follow along with Sean's story, you can follow along at 8-Bit Heroes. We'll put a link in the show notes. You can live on 8. Also put a link up in the show. And we'll also put up all of Sean's playthroughs. Highlights, if they pertain to it. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for following through this. That one viewer is actually 0 viewers. So thanks for sitting here.
Pleasure. I mean,
yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, and we'll get through it faster than we think, and everybody will kind of get a new look at this. But thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week on Plodding Along. Sean?
Yeah, it's good though.
I
think it felt a lot more laid back than the first thing.
Oh, yeah.
But used to talking over video games.
Right. I have no idea how to save this. I've never used this program. Put anything, shall we?
It's not recording now.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is warm up in this piece.
Oh shit, I hope I didn't record over anything. It's pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably want to do 16 bit.
Oh, okay, take it down.
Yeah. You know how Sony Pro Discs, they have in the Pro AV, the Pro AV is 24 bit.
Okay.
But we don't use it.
Oh, how do you open a render queue? I put it in the render queue.
Your one file.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I guess I do, right?
Stereo?
Well, because I want discrete channels. I don't know what it's going to do. It is just doing
Estimated time is 1.
doesn't work.
So it's 69 times real time.
Doing 4 tracks though. Or not 4 tracks. Yeah, 4 tracks.
But it's only giving us 2 tracks.
Yes, selected track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's 115. You can export an hour and 30 seconds. Leaving this.
and we'll get Nick though. These are.
Log out.
Change the switch profile.
Oh, you just leave.